Our meeting will come to order. The committee meets today to consider the nomination of Lieutenant General Paul Nakasone to be commander of the U.S. Cyber Command and director of the National Security Agency and the chief of the Central Security Service. That's quite a bit of stuff there. Also, Dr. Brent Park to be Deputy Administrator for the Defense Nuclear Nonproliferation at the National Nuclear Security Administration, and Ms. Anne Marie White to be Assistant Secretary of Energy for Environmental Management. We thank you for joining us this morning. Also, at the appropriate time, I invite you to introduce your family, which I've already had the honor of meeting. It's standard procedure, and it is a requirement of this committee to ask certain questions. So I'd like to ask 7 questions, and if you just vocally come out yes or no, all right, at the same time. Have you adhered to applicable laws and regulations governing conflicts of interest?
I have.
Yes.
Yes. Will you ensure that your staff complies with deadlines established for requested communications, including questions for the record of hearings?
Yes.
Will you cooperate in providing witnesses in briefers in response to congressional requests?
Yes.
Will those witnesses be protected from reprisal for their testimony or briefings?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you agree, if confirmed, to appear and testify upon request before this committee?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you agree to provide documents, including copies of electronic forms of communication in a timely manner when requested by a duly constituted committee, or to consult with the committee regarding the basis of any good faith delay or denial in providing such documents?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And lastly, have you assumed any duties or undertakings, any actions which would appear to presume the outcome of the confirmation process?
No.
All right. General Nakasone, if confirmed, you'll become the first commander of the U.S. Cyber Command as a unified combatant command. Creating the unified command is an important step, but much work remains for you to do, especially with regard to centralizing the responsibilities currently spread across 3 different agencies. You have DOD, you have FBI, and you have DHS. Another one of your top priorities, if confirmed, must be ensuring that Cyber Command readiness. If the services do not deliver the required tools, capabilities, and personnel, we are in danger of a hollow cyber force. 2 days ago, Admiral Rogers was repeatedly questioned by this committee on the role of Cyber Command, and specifically his command's response to the Russian disinformation campaign around our 2016 presidential elections. Unfortunately, the partisan propensity to discredit our president consumed over half of that hearing, and hopefully that's not going to happen again today. It would be a disservice in 2 ways. First, it assumes that Cyber Command action would be the only response to the Russian disinformation campaign, when in reality it should be a whole-of-government approach, especially given that disinformation is just part of the threat that Russia poses to the United States. If confirmed, it will be your responsibility to provide insight and recommendations to policymakers on the whole-of-government approach to respond to these attempts. Secondly, and perhaps more problematic for the committee's role today, it neglects the full scope of the U.S. Cyber Command. The stated missions of the Cyber Command is to defend the homeland, defend military computer networks, and develop and employ military cyber capabilities. That is a robust task, and the committee should ensure that General Nakasone is fully vetted on all aspects of that command. The National Defense Strategy makes it clear that renewed great power competition with Russia and China leaves every domain, including cyber, contested without coercion across the entire government, that we will remain in a significant disadvantage. By the way, we had 3 of the senators with me over the past 13, 14 days actually looking into this. We are in the area of the South China Sea, where we had a growing threat from China and some things that we were not even aware of prior to going there. Dr. Park, you've been nominated to oversee the NNSA's mission and to detect, secure, and dispose of dangerous nuclear and radiological material. If confirmed, the committee expects you to address the proliferation of nuclear and radiological materials among both state and non-state actors, develop technologies to detect nuclear and radiological proliferation worldwide, and to collaborate internationally to ensure and secure the safe expansion of global nuclear energy. And, Ms. White, if confirmed, you will be responsible for the safe and timely cleanup of our nuclear waste. Unfortunately, the Environmental Office of DOE has been plagued with projected management issues, safety concerns, and continuous technical challenges. So you got your work cut out for you there.